Hello and welcome once again to Red Gaming Tech. My name is Marta. Today is the 10th of May and this time I have some news for you regarding Nvidia, as they have actually released their earnings for the first quarter of the financial year 2016. And no, that's not some sort of weird verbal typo. They are actually almost a full calendar year ahead with their fiscal year. I know it's weird, but it's just how financial years are. They're very strange beasts. And well, revenue was actually up for the quarter 4% over the same period last year, coming in at $1.151 billion, and Nvidia also had a record quarter for gross margin with 56.7% this quarter. However, net income was actually down 2% to $134 million, and compared to Q4 of last year, or fiscal year should I say, revenue was actually down 8% and net income was down 31% due to the seasonal nature of the GPU market. Now, earnings per share is about 0.24, so 24 cents I guess, which is actually flat year over year. Now, one thing that's actually going to be hurting them a little bit is they're actually selling Icera Modem. You may remember they actually bought that company a few years ago, and well, they're actually winding them down, and they are open to sales, but regardless of that, they are expecting restructuring charges of $100 to $125 million, and that's $100 million, by the way. Slight misspeak, I know, but they will be reinvesting the money they have been using for modems and put it into deep learning, self-driving cars, and gaming. Where of course Nvidia is pretty much known and have had a great amount of success. Now, they also announced non-GAAP results, which exclude stock-based compensation, acquisition costs, interest and taxes, and on a non-GAAP basis, gross margin was 56.9% and net income was $187 million, which is up 13% year over year, and non-GAAP earnings per share came in at 33 cents. As you might expect though, the GPU side of things actually account for the bulk of their revenue for the company. GPU revenues are actually up 5% year over year, coming in at $940 million for the first quarter. Now, of course, they are attributing to Geforce gaming desktops and netbooks, which have grown 14% with strength, and their Maxwell GPUs being one of the key players as well. And apparently notebooks have been a source of strength, although they didn't actually release numbers. Apparently notebook sales are actually well above year ago levels, so the notebook actually doing quite well, surprisingly, for Nvidia. As for the predictions for the second quarter, revenue predictions are $1.101 billion plus or minus 2%, and gross margins of 55.7% plus or minus 0.5%. So overall, not a bad quarter for Nvidia. During this, they launched Titan X, as well as Nvidia Shield, and a few other bits. As I said, it's not all coming up roses. They are going to be eating a rather large cost thanks to Icera Modem, and of course AMD are very much hotting up the competition between the two companies with some very interesting reveals either coming up or having just been revealed. I suggest you check out redgamingtech.com for full information, as we have lots of nice juicy tidbits and some coming that we can't actually share with you yet. So I'd love to get some information regarding AMD's figures, but for the moment that's me done, and I'll see you next time.